Okay, it is the morning. I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, I'm really sleepy because I just woke up and haven't had anything to eat or drink yet. But I I don't know if this makes sense. I woke up and I feel motivated because I have the plan I made last night, until the end. I think also when I make a plan that is for hiking that is far out, not on far out, but I mean is time wise plans long into the future. I mean, it's a month, but as far as a through hike, that's a long plan. I think it kind of makes me feel like I'm training, because whenever I'm training for an ultra, I end up making an entire. I love crafting the training plan. I just love that. I don't use training plans that are pre-made, or maybe I'll base it off of that, but I love making it and then following it every day, and changing it as I need to. And so I think I like those for the same reason. It makes me feel like that. It makes me feel motivated. It makes me feel like, hey, if I do this, the thing is going to happen. I know the thing's going to happen at this point, but that's not the point. Anyway, I feel motivated. Also, at trail days, I found these little bars that were someone was doing trail magic at trail days, and part of it was they're tiny. They're half the size of a normal bar, but they have 100 milligrams of caffeine in just a square, which is lit. So I'm gonna have one of those with my breakfast of a mini pecan pie and some gummy bears, and I'm gonna be all set. We're gonna rock and roll today. It's only I think 22.7, 22 point something today. So it's not even bad. The next couple of days, I think I've got some 24s, 25s, but today will be good. Yeah. And also I'm using, of course, the ultimate hack of when you wake up and feel tired as hell, and I do this when I have a run to do in the morning and it's really, really early and I need to get my ass out of bed. And I also have been doing it while hiking a decent amount, but immediately earbuds in and fun, upbeat music that I like on, and it gets you doing all the things you need to do to get ready and get out of camp. So good stuff. I think that ahead is Mount Jefferson, and it looks really beautiful. I love flowers. It's so pretty. Mount Jefferson is just so beautiful. I'm so excited to get further north and into the Cascades and with more mountains and stuff. We're in a really big burn area, which, I mean, I should have expected, but honestly, part of me thought that once we were done with the big burn areas in NorCal, that all the other ones would be small. I don't know why I thought that, because I know that, large swaths of the trail in Oregon and Washington and, up in Canada well, that's not the trail, but, around the trail are often on fire. But I don't know, some part of my brain was NorCal is where the burn scars are. But I am just glad that, it seems like the wildfires, at least around trail, have been much more mild this year. That was kind of my impression, but then also when I got a ride from Sisters to the trail yesterday, the girl who gave me a ride had just quit from her job as a wildland firefighter, and she was kind of confirming that. She was telling me that the conditions and that the fires have been much less brutal this year. And thank God for that, because, it can be really scary as a hiker being on trail with, only your feet to escape. But, yeah. Alrighty, I guess we're entering Jefferson Park. That's some gross water. I will say today, sorry. There's been a fair amount of climbing, and the direct sunlight from the burn zone is not fun. I'm feeling a little cooked. I've got like 4.5 miles to go, but like a huge climb. The next 2 days will be better because they're very flat, but today is not quite. But gonna crank some more, maybe take an afternoon break. I usually don't. I usually just do a morning break and my lunch break. But I might take an afternoon break and we'll eventually get through this. Alrighty, I just crossed paths with and stopped to chat for several minutes with Pickles, who that would be the second and last time I see her on trail. She's southbound. We saw each other at trail days, but we went to college together and also like both through hiked the AT the same year, but she was ahead of me the whole way, so I didn't meet her until we got to college. So that was funny. It's just, even though I don't know her super well, it's fun to chat, and like when you have a connection like that and like know some of the same people. Like she mentioned another girl who started the PCT, I think in 23, who also went to college with us, who apparently lives in Sisters, which I had no idea. If I had known, I would have reached out. But that was just funny. So, yeah, small world for sure. Yeah. I just turned around on the switchback and I saw that Jefferson, but it looks totally different from this angle. It's so impressive. That's just so cool. And you can see like not just the snow, but like also some glacier-y stuff. Like I can see the blue in it kind of up there, which is super sick. And of course the clouds going over it is really cool. Okay, it is 2:30. I've only got 2 miles left, unless I decide to go further. It's 1.5 miles of very steep until the top of the climb. I know I don't have that much longer for today, but it's kicking my butt today. Yeah, but I'm gonna hang out here. I've got some shade. I'm near a creek. Drink a lot of water. Honestly, I'll probably hang out maybe for 20 minutes or so. And then knock out the climb. Once I'm over the top, then I'll decide if I want to go further or not. Because I plan on tomorrow being a 25, I think, 24 point something, which would be fine. The terrain's really easy, but it's also the day I hit O'Lally, and like I need to do full resupply and also charge my stuff. Which is going to take a couple hours at least. So I kind of didn't plan for that. I kind of forgot about that. So if I can do even a couple more miles, it'll help out with that tomorrow. But we'll see. I think I will maybe go a bit further because it after this climb it's downhill. So it's easier to convince myself to do that, but I think I'm going to chill here. I'll do the climb. I'll get to the originally planned campsite, get more water there because there's a pond, and then decide what I'm doing. So we'll see. You can see Well, not right now, but there's someone who's taking a break with a reflective umbrella that it's kind of low-key nice because then I can like see where the trail goes from here. But right now the person is standing and the reflection is not towards us, so maybe you can't see. But there we go. There's the umbrella. So I think the trail kind of weaves up this way. And then I think it'll cross up just shy of that peak if I read the map correctly. Yeah. And it's honestly not horrible. There's some more breeze now, and it's not as steep as it looked on the map. I feel like sometimes your brain plays tricks on you, even though you're looking at the same map all day, every day. And like you have a frame of reference for like what the elevation profile looks like versus what it feels like because you've been doing this for months. But still, sometimes I'll look at the map and a climb will either will feel either harder or easier than it looks like. But yeah, getting some breeze, and I'm also listening to My Chemical Romance, which I always low-key kind of save for like hard climbs. But yeah. I feel like this is the first snow patch. But yeah, that was the top of the climb. Thank God. So now I'm just going down today. I think I am going to go for the further campsite. It's by a dirt road and supposedly has some water, I think. But I think it'll make tomorrow a little less stressful, which will be good. Fuck. That was embarrassing. I'm gonna focus on walking now. You know, at the end of a 26-mile day, these rocks are not my favorite. Whenever I'm doing like longer days, really anything over like 22, towards the end you just get so like, I don't know, my coordination is just not there. So I'm just trying to take my time and not fall. Okay, I'm less than half a mile from the dirt road where I'm going to find a camp spot by, so all is well.